Y'all know I gotta start it off with, if nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. If nobody told you as of yet today, I am proud of you. You gonna continue to achieve anything you put your mind to. All these dreams and admirations you starting to see come true right before you. Everything's aligning. Keep going. Don't stop. Now listen, I got a few downloads today, right? Matter of fact, let me skirt back. Let me give y'all the disclaimer, right? I only want you to take what resonates and leave the rest behind, all right? I don't want you trying to force certain things. I don't want you, again, coming up with confirmations that are not for you. If you get your confirmation through me, that's beautiful. If not, you're going to get it through other people, other things, so on and so forth, right? Also, this about the time you probably want to hit that volume, because I already start off loud. I'm only going to get louder, all right? Now, if it does glitch a little bit, excuse me, because it's still windy where I'm at. So, look, right, we got a few downloads for today. The first download is this. Every question that you've had, you've always had the answers to. Keep going, keep going. We're going to talk. Any question that you have already asked, you've already had the answers to. See, we was given certain answers in school or since a small youth, but again, how they was teaching it, how they was telling it was not what it was applying to, right? Excuse me. So we gonna talk. In school, we learn certain things, right? In life, we learn certain things, certain sayings, phrases, so on and so forth. But again, when we hear it, we haven't went through it, so we don't know how to apply it just yet. Now, it's always important to have certain people around you in different areas, right? So you got somebody in healthcare, somebody in the music industry, somebody in science, so on and so forth. Everybody plays a position, but we're going to talk, right? So in school, we were taught something in science, and I had to write it down, so let me read it, right? We were taught the law of conservation. Bear with me. Stay with me. I promise you it's going to come together. The law of conservation. So conservation is like conserving something, right? So protecting something just to make sure that it preserves, it remains, right? So the law of conservation says this. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It can only be transferred and transformed. I'm going to bring that back. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It can only be transferred and transformed. So when you hear that in school, right, in science, you always like, man, we keep learning about shit that don't apply to us. They teaching us things that, again, is not going to be helping us prosper in life. You understand me? But now listen. So with that just being that, energy cannot be destroyed, right? It can't be created. So when you think of energy, that is something that creates something, keeps things moving. That's that frequency. So think of God as the energy, right? God is energy, right? So what God already made, which is everybody. Everybody has a frequency. Everybody has an energy. So whatever God made, right, cannot be destroyed. Whatever is of God cannot be destroyed. It can't be created either. It can only be transferred or transformed. So meaning, when individuals are trying to attack you, stop you, sabotage you, so on and so forth in you, they cannot create any type of ending for you. When you have God, again, you can't be destroyed. They can't create a duplicate version of you. What they try to do is manifest certain things. They try to manipulate certain energy. Again, they send certain projections towards you and attempt to swap out energy with you. Whole time, that's why that second part comes in. It only can be transformed or transferred. Now, let's think clearly for that. Think of how you're feeling, right? Your emotions, so on and so forth. People can project certain feelings on you They can project energy on you to have you question yourself, have you try to stop you, have you doubt you, have you not move towards certain things that God already has aligned for you, is set in stone. But these individuals can try to transfer or transform some energy. Now, we're going to talk about it. They transform their insecurities. They transform their self-doubt, self-hate, so on and so forth. And they try to project that energy on you. So therefore now, instead of them feeling all of the things that they should be feeling, they feeling some type of power because they put that shit off on you. Now, what these individuals on that last part, it says it can only be transformed or transferred. With that being said, when they send certain negativity to you, you can transform that into positivity for you. See, when these individuals is dibbling and dabbling in some dark shit, they trying to conjure up some shit. They calling on certain deities and entities, whatever the fuck they do, to try to come and attack you. Whole time they don't even realize, and they already conjuring up some shit that already exists. It already has a mission. So when they get on their hocus pocus tip where they start lying, because lies are magic too. Because what is magic but words with intentions behind them? So when they lie, their intentions is to hurt you, sabotage your point of view, or how others are viewing you, so on and so forth. So you're going to have to realize that only you can create ending for you. Everything that is already aligned for you has already been presented in the 5D. You just waiting for this 3D shit to catch up, which leads me to this next point, right? Your mind, as I always say, you look at your body. You put your arms out to your side, your feet out to the side, right? And what do you form? A triangle in a sense. So when you think of triangles, pyramids come into mind. And when you hear about pyramids, you know how they could send certain frequencies, so on and so forth, that other people was moving through, certain energies that they was creating certain things from. Now, you are the walking pyramid. In a sense, you equivalent to a walking generator. You pop up. You understand me? Anybody that's around you has access to that energy too, as long as you accessible. So with that being said, you need to be cautious on the individuals that you provide energy to, but we're going to talk about it. So whatever you, again, at the top of the pyramid, that's what you always see frequency going to. What's at the top of your pyramid? Your antennas, which is your hair, and your brain, which is your manifester. So if your mind ain't clear, that means you're going to manifest whatever's in your mind. So if you out here doubting yourself, that's what you putting out, and that's what you're going to see. You sending out certain frequencies. So it's almost like a little SOS signal that you sending out. So you have to make sure that your mind is clear, because if not, that's what your ass is going to see. That's why when you see certain cycles that you keep going into, the only thing that remains the same is you. So therefore, that means that cycle is connected to you. You can't blame it on other people. So that means, again, what you see is what you speak. So speak what you seek. You understand? Make sure that you're not saying no so shit pertaining to you. Now we going to have to talk about it. You also heard certain expressions growing up. Certain things that, again, we didn't always know what that shit mean or meant at the time until a later date, right? Now, you always heard the expression that everybody in life has a twin. Everybody has a lookalike, right? Now, listen. In life, we heard, right, the expression, everybody has a twin. That's true. But a lookalike is not always a lookalike. But it's somebody who tries to portray themselves as you. See, we going to talk about it. In life, you cross paths with certain partners, certain people. You may have been quick to give them a certain title. You understand me? You may have called them a soulmate, called them a twin flame, whatever the case may have been or may have been. Now, again, when you hear the expression, everybody has a twin, you initially think about a lookalike, somebody looking like you. But do you ever put into the mentality that A lookalike is not somebody who, again, always looks like you but tries to portray themselves as you. So, again, they try to duplicate you in a sense. It comes in various forms. So you got a lookalike who, again, they dress like you, talk like you, walk like you, but they do everything except for be you. That shit don't apply to them because they not truly like that. That's equivalent to certain karmic partners that you pursue or you connected with. You out here giving them certain titles, thinking that, again, they are somebody that you should be with. Whole time they your true divine partners look alike. They somebody that the devil sent them to dress like your partner, act like your partner, walk, talk, and act like your partner, because the devil hears what you calling out and asking God to do. That's why we going to talk about it. In life, right? I'm going to bring that back. I'm about to put something in perspective. In life, I always say there's two sides. Think of life as a game of chess, right? Or checkers. You know how the main key, there's two different sides. There's the light and there's the dark. With that being seen, right? What's the main objective of the game is to get certain people, kings, queens. And with those titles, they can do certain things, okay? Not only that, again, they try to have one side has majority over the whole game, right? That's how the winner. So think of it. One side is the devil's side and one is of light. So the devil is trying to get its team, its task, its demons, so on and so forth to outweigh the good. With that being said, they're going to try to dress, talk, walk, portray themselves as good to try to fake your ass out. See, the devil is trying to get his minions in position too to have power over you, because again, if you put his demons and minions on that pedestal over the true chosen ones, then they can then have power over you. So we're going to talk about it, right? The main thing that you have to remember is the devil has no feelings. The devil has no heart. The devil has no emotions. You understand me? The devil is led by ego, by control, power, so on and so forth, desires. So with that being said, God provides you with a personal key, a personal piece of him and you, right? Which is your discernment, which is your intuition. That's something that the demons and devils can't duplicate or do. They can't feel shit. So that's what separates them from you. So with that being said, there's people that you're going to cross paths with that are truly demons. But again, you have to see through that shit on a soul level. You have to see that the things that they showing is not the same things that God's telling you or speaking about this person. Because again, because you chosen, that means you volunteered to come back to assist other people. So with that being said, you already learned the necessary lessons. You already made it to the seasons of your blessings, but you came back and volunteered your services to get other people to where you're going to. So with that being said, you already got God's personal GPS, God's personal pager within you, telling you certain moves that you should make, certain people that you can trust, so on and so forth. Telling you certain key things to be looking for, certain key words that are going to be spoken that you need to pay attention to. See, God already gave you all the answers within you, but again, the devil tries to persuade you to not use what God gave you, because if you did, you would see through that shit that they showing you. So when you hear the expression, everybody has a twin, that's what they also referring to. These demons try to dress themselves up as your divine partners. Because again, they are trying to trust that you're not going to trust what God's telling you. They are banking off the fact that you're going to be deterred from your path and using your intuition so that they could try to manipulate you. Again, when they say that the devil comes dressed in everything that you desire, that's the case. But again, what you feel intuitively when you really internally connected, when you know what's of light and what's of dark, when you listening to what God's telling you, you're going to see through that shit that they showing you. You're not going to waste time on this person who's not divine. You're going to align with who God has for you. A lot of the times you out here trying to prepare this person for that position that they should already be prepared to play for you. So when you see that you have to keep trying to put certain pieces together whole time while you taking certain pieces from you, that's how you know that's not your divine partner. See, your divine partner will never hurt you. Your divine partner will never disrespect you. Your divine partner will only get discouraged when they feel like they not doing enough for you. You understand me? Your divine partner is not going to try to do wrong shit. So when they say you found the right person at the wrong time, you got to watch that shit, because the right person never would have wronged you. They was trying to, again, appear like everything that you was calling out to do. See, you got to be cautious, and you have to sometimes manifest in your mind. You can't speak sometimes what you seek, because certain individuals are listening to try to stop and sabotage you. That's why you got to be cautious of certain information and insight that you providing to these people too, because you providing light to the darkness. You get karma for doing that shit too. Because God already warned you about these people, told you that they ain't shit, told you that they had intentions to do some shit, but you didn't listen to God and you gave the devil the opportunity to prove a point. God told you that they was into some dark shit, but she was like, I hear you, God, but I'm going to see what so-and-so got to say. What the fuck? What you think's going to happen? You getting karma. You getting that hand pop too. Because you can't be out here providing certain insight to the dark energies that's trying to stop and sabotage you. You better stop that shit. That's why, again, the devil don't have access to the same things that you have access to. That's why they try to use light individuals to give them certain information. They try to go to certain readers. They try to go to certain speakers. They try to go to certain people around you to get information on you so they can try to get some type of insight to try to stop or sabotage you. But if you don't speak that shit, they don't know that shit. If you just do it and do first you got to do it in your mind. You already have to know that it's done. That success is already here way before you see it. That abundance is already coming way before you call out for it. Everything that you are asking God for is already aligned for you. You just get into it. But before you get to it, you got to get from around these people. Because they try to use you to get access to something that God ain't got for them. You understand me? You have to be cautious. Again, you call yourself helping. You call yourself helping people. You providing certain profit to these people. You understand me? Therefore, that means you funding they fuckery because they using those funds to fuck with other people. So therefore, you get karma. You understand me? And you know better. So get that shit together. See, these individuals don't like the fact that you riding in some flashy shit. See, from the exterior, they seen some paint chips. From the exterior, they thought that you was seasoned. From the exterior, they tried to talk that shit. Whole time, they ain't realized that it's not based upon the exterior. It's what's up under that hood, right? With that engine hitting light. So they look real clean. Whole time, they a lemon. That shit ain't riding right. See, these individuals were so judgmental on you, not even realizing that had they stepped in and seen an internal point of view, they would have seen that your shit was sitting pretty. They would have seen that you had a personal GPS implanted in your shit. That no matter where you was going, God was showing you what was ahead. See, they try to sabotage you. They try to slow you up. They try to stun on you too, but that stunt and shit didn't do nothing but stop them, because now they no longer have access to you. See, you was the answer to their question. You was the answer to their prayers. They been praying on you. Whole time when they came across you, they started praying on you. So therefore, man, listen. They fucked themselves up. They looked at you and seen a lemon whole time, didn't know your shit was fully filled up. Your shit was zooted and booted. Your shit was built differently. See, they shit runs out in a few miles. Your shit got consistency. See, y'all not the same, but they starting to see that shit. They starting to see. See, certain individuals try to sabotage you, not realizing that they sabotage anything that they was trying to have access to. See, we gonna have to talk about this, right? A lot of the times with that, again, from the beginning, what we said, energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It can only be transferred and transformed. So God already gave you your energy. God already gave you what was necessary in order to get what your ass needs. He gave you the mind to be able to manifest, which is minds. You understand? So therefore, God gave you that. You got all the pieces and the keys within you, but you applying it to the wrong shit. Just pay attention. So again, with that being said, energy can't be created. So they can't create a duplicate you. You one of one. You perfectly, divinely aligned to be just like you. It can't be destroyed. They can't stop you because they didn't create you. God did. So therefore, with that being said, you can't create any ending for yourself. There's no ending that can be created for you unless you create it for yourself, unless you are the one stopping you, and unless you're the one who says, I don't want to go in any longer, any further, and you stop it and you. That's why they try to project certain energies on you to make you doubt you, to make you want to end you, because they know that they can't touch you. You understand me? So with that being said, what's the last part again? Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It can only be transformed or transferred. So you could transform those situations that they trying to send towards you, certain shit that they try to stop or sabotage you for or from getting. You can transform all that shit to benefit you. So when they sending black magic to you, what did that do but transform you into who you were supposed to be? Because one, you wasn't even prayed up or protecting your peace like you should have been doing. You wasn't paying attention. You wasn't calling to God when shit was going good. You only called out when certain things went erased. So therefore, they helped you make that change. Them motherfuckers didn't do shit but transform you. They transform your ways of thinking too. Because you was stuck in that stagnant space trying to figure out what certain snags was pulling you. Whole time it was those motherfuckers that was around you. They exposed themselves. Now, with that being said, you can transfer energy or you can transform it. So when they was sending black magic to you, right? That shit didn't end you. It couldn't stop you. They couldn't use that black magic to create a duplicate version of you. So what's that shit go? It transfers. So what does that mean? That means energy is always going. So that means you send some shit out. That's some shit that you about to see. So whatever they send it and intended for you is now what's bound to them. Flat out. You get all the answers early on, but again, you apply it to certain shit. That's why school's very important growing up. Now, when I say that, it's because think of school. In school, you had certain tests that you had to prepare for. If you didn't know certain information, you had to go to the teacher to try to obtain more information. You ran into some bullies. You ran into certain groups. You ran into certain people that was prime kings and queens that had certain popularity over you. You went through certain obstacles where you had shit going on at home, but you had to still adhere to school too. You still had to find your peace in the middle of chaos and confliction. That was training purposes for you. Now these people that try to stop you, try to copy the work of you, try to get into group projects, but take all the credit for some shit that you did. See, in life and in school early on, it already teaches you everything that you need to know now. It shows you that certain people's going to try to take credit over shit that you do. It shows you that certain people are going to be bullied and then try to become the bullies to try to fuck around and have power over you. It shows you that people can work together as a team, and there's certain people that don't mind volunteering their services to extend certain information to you. There's certain people that have certain tests that they preparing for as well, but they are willing to extend certain hands towards you. It also shows you, again, if there's some shit that you don't know, that there's somebody who knows more than you that you can go to, but all you have to do is ask. So what's that show you? The same applies pertaining to life. Certain people try to stop you. They try to, again, bully you. They try to use what you wanted to do and try to do it before you. They try to mimic you. They try to bully you, get other people to tag team against you. And then there was other people that extended certain love to you, certain smiles to you, certain hands, certain offers of advice, certain and so forth. You understand me? So what you see And that work ethic, that shit starts early on in school. See, you teaching your kids about certain shit, but you need to be applying what they teaching in school, but apply it to the real life around you. You understand me? Training purposes. Because again, if you provide your children with this insight that half of us didn't even realize or find out until later on in our lives, think of that head start that you provided them. They not going to be just getting by in life, sitting there, not sure about certain shit, but don't want to ask based upon they don't want their peers to pressure them into certain things. You got to realize that everything that you going through started within school. That shit still applies for you. How your work ethic was if you was just getting by, that's what your ass doing now too. If you was out here trying to do other shit, you try to have popularity over your purpose, that shit gets shown too. Because these are the people that again got profit but are not in the path of their purpose, so they don't have peace when they at that job or location. There's other people that again don't mind getting off of other people's work. Don't mind trying to steal from this person to try to get by themselves. That shit was taught early on. But again, what they teach you, they don't really teach you the truth about the things that they telling you. That's for you to be able to put two and two together. But you see that shit clearly now. Because these same people that was barely getting through in school, trying to sabotage you, trying to stop you, yeah, they was popular, prime king and queens. But you're the one walking across that stage with your valedictorian. As a valedictorian, you understand me? You out here, certain awards. You out here getting certain recognition, certain things that you learn and prepare for. Guess what you doing now? Applying that to your life too. So that means you chasing your dreams. You doing the things that God showed you that you can do. You believed it, so you see it and you achieved it. You understand me? So again, they was popular, but you was the one that's more prosperous because you paid attention to what God was telling you and things that you was unfamiliar or uncertain of. You went to the teacher, what's his God? You went internally too. You did the necessary work. Now these motherfuckers is out here watching you walk across stage. Now they starting to see that the shit that they was doing didn't really pay. Now these individuals again are stuck to wait other seasons to get to where your ass is at, or they going to sabotage themselves and stop altogether because they see you moving ahead without them. They going to try to sabotage you. But again, FTP, fuck them people. They not going to do it. They try to again bully you, beat you down, not realizing it again. You was going to call your people. They was going to pull up and put an end to all that shit that they was trying to send or do. That your people, listen, let's put something in perspective, right? So think of your ancestors, right? As your cousins who's really out there. Your cousins who's really like that. Your cousins who will talk that shit. Put their hands on some people to make sure certain shit stays right. That they speak up when they see some shit that's on some so-so shit against you, so on and so forth. Think of who that is, your cousins, family, friends, that real team that don't mind. When you see certain movies and you see that cousin or family member or people that's out in them streets, but they protect this person who's not like that to make sure that they protect their innocence, right? The same shit's applied to you. Your ancestors don't want you to match no energy, because if you match them motherfuckers' energy, you're going to match certain karma and consequences too. The ancestors don't want you to be out here having to physically fight people based upon them trying to hurt or harm you. Your ancestors don't want you jeopardizing your future with some fuck arounds who's going to fuck around and find out about you. Your ancestors and God's willing to do that work. Your ancestors and God is willing to give them people the blues just to make sure you stay aligned and divine to what you're supposed to do. So when you call on God and you call on your ancestors, they pull up. And they pull up on those people. And they put pressure on those people to make sure that, again, they not fucking with you because you doing what they needed you to do. You breaking certain cycles that some of your ancestors didn't have the ability to do. So therefore, the fact that your ass done came so far and you done broke through different barriers, that you done survived some shit that people were sending to you, that you stood in your power no matter who walked away from you, they not playing about you. So when they see people fucking with you, they going to hurt and harm those people. They gonna make sure that they know that, again, anytime they even fix their mouth to say some shit about you, that they gonna fuck around and find out. You don't match no energy. All you do is say the word, get God to go ahead, and it's on. See, the test here for you is for you to identify these people that are not right that's around you. The whole purpose is this, is for you to know to trust your intuition and be able to use your discernment confidently, not question it. This is what your training was to do. Because again, the answer's always been within you, but you wasn't listening to that shit. You was listening to other people. You had a personal GPS in you, but you was listening to other people talk about, nah, make this turn right here. Nah, turn around, go back there. When the whole time you had that personal GPS in front of you in your vehicle that was already clear. So your test was to trust you. That's it. To know what is yours and what is being projected upon you by other people. As soon as you identify those people that are starting with you and you speak up, God's sending your ancestors to those people quick, fast, in a hurry. You talking about, God, why them people ain't get their karma yet? Whole time, God can't get them their karma as long as those people connected to you. Whether or not you still connected to them physically or energetically, you need to release those people from you. You think because you're not physically around these people that you still not provided them with your protection energetically. If you chosen, that means anybody that you energetically connected to is protected too. Why the fuck you think these people try to do black magic to bind and bound themselves to you? Why you think? Because whatever you connected to, they have access to. You better pull that motherfucking cord, and you better pull that shit quick. Because God's not going to give you everything that's intended for you as long as you connected with these so-so individuals. They got karma coming to them. And you're going to get that karma too as long as you're around these people, and you're going to get hit. Because they're going to try to use your shit to shield them. So that means, again, you either going to sacrifice those connections with those people and choose yourself, or them motherfuckers is gonna fuck around and sacrifice you. Because either way, again, energy cannot be destroyed or created. It can only be transferred or transformed. So guess what? They try to transfer their karma to you, try to use your light to escape their darkness. That's why you get your ass from around these people. You wondering why you not coming up? It's because those people's keeping you back. Get your ass from around these people. And when you say, I'm physically away from these people, but you energetically still connected to, that means stop looking back to see if them motherfuckers getting that karma. God's going to present that shit to you. Stop looking back. You keep looking back, that means, again, you invested emotionally. If you no longer fuck with that person, fuck that person. Don't worry about what the fuck's going on with that person, because they ain't for you. Cut that shit out. You keep looking for shit, keep clicking on their page. Every time you click on their page, they get a piece of your energy. Every time you go back down memory lane, they get to keep staying in your energy. Soon as you start to replace those memories with better memories, with new members of your team, your ass is going to see different things differently. I'm trying to tell you. You are connected to these people, and they keep being able to play in your energy because you keep paying attention to what the fuck they got going on, what they saying to you, what they did to you. Disconnect your ass from them people in that cycle, and you're going to see certain shit align for you. Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck if they got good shit going, they don't. Fuck if they got bad shit going, because they do. But again, they're going to try their best to try to keep that shit from being shown to you. So if your happiness is based upon seeing their demise, your ass is going to be going through certain demise too. You create those closures and stop talking about, oh, I'll finally be able to close this out when I talk to this person. Fuck them. You better close that shit out now. That's equivalent to somebody talking about trying to leave something at your house just so they can come back. Motherfucker, take all that shit with you now. And what you don't take is getting thrown the fuck away, because that shit is no longer my problem. You better cut that shit out. You understand me? Cut that shit out. Fuck them people. Why you... care what they got going on in their life. They not connected to you. They try to stop you and sabotage you. Fuck them people. Create new memories. Again, when I said that everybody has a twin, that motherfucker twin could have been trying to duplicate your true divine partner. So again, that was the devil telling them, hey, dress like this real quick. And if they ask, say that you this. Say your name is this. I heard them talking and calling out, talking about they want somebody to dress like this, dress like that. They want them to do this, do that. That shit is a facade. That's why what you seeing is not what you feeling. It's not matching your eyes and what you feeling inside. That's why, again, you're going to have to get that shit together. Cut that shit out. I'm not playing with y'all. I'm not playing. I'm not sugarcoating no shit. I'm not trying to hear that shit. We all done been through some shit. Why the fuck you keep making yourself relive through that shit? The fuck? No. Them people tried to sabotage you and stop you. They had you connected to certain stagnant cycles. Now you gonna fuck around and do the same shit to you that those people are doing to you or did to you by making you relive what they put you through. Fuck them people. They hurt you. You go to somebody who's gonna love you. They stole from you. You go to somebody who's going to invest in you. You get what you get based upon what you give yourself. You want love? Show motherfuckers how to love you by playing that position for you. Your partner that comes in, your divine partner, they not here to help fill your ass up. You better already be filled. You supposed to be everything that you seek, so your ass better be being what you seeking. You understand me? They not here to save you from all the people that fucking hurt you. You saved yourself first. That's what the fuck your ass was supposed to do. Now you saved yourself so you get an opportunity to cross paths with your true divine boo. And when y'all finally reconnect, y'all's ancestors connect too. That's double the protection. The fuck you mean? That's double the abundance, double the protection, double the wealth, double the health, so on and so forth. You understand me? But you gotta be what you seek. You can't sit there and feel that person's supposed to feel avoiding you, because that's you swapping places with the same people that used to expect that same shit out of you. Fill their asses up while they was full off of you. Fuck that shit. You better beat those demons, not become them. You understand me? You want somebody to save you, save your motherfucking self. They done sat there and went through certain shit too, because your divine boo goes through everything just like you in order to get to you. So you better be playing your damn position. Don't put that pressure on that person. They not here to carry your ass all the way. They there to walk with you. Be your eyes on this side, you the eyes there. They supposed to be here to help build with you, not build your ass up. The fuck? That's the same as those people trying to build off your back. You trying to build off your divine boo. Get that shit together. Be prepared for the person that you praying for before you even see that person. Don't be out here asking for shit. Then when you get it, you don't want it. The fuck do you mean? That's like somebody talking about they hungry. You give them your last bit of food and they talking about, oh, no, I ain't really hungry like that. The fuck you even asked for it for? No. Get that shit together. You better be what you seek. Your partner is here to, y'all pour into each other, not them pour into you. Now they left on empty, trying to go to other shit to replenish. Man, you better get that shit together. I don't care what your mother did. Fuck them. I don't care what your father did. Fuck them. I don't care what them fake ass friends and family did. God told you not to trust them. Your ass was looking through on who they had the potential to be and not based upon what they was showing you that they truly was. The fuck? I'm not hearing that shit. When you get to when you heard certain stuff, right, growing up, I remember, again, I'm spiritual. I'm not tapped into a certain religion, but in my household, we know God. You understand me? I went to church and all that growing up. But again, God has me be spiritual because I have to connect to everybody spiritually. Because again, you have to know that it's the same energy, but a different name based upon where you go from or where you come from. You understand me? So let's talk, right? You're going to have to realize that certain individuals, certain energies, so on and so forth, certain people, they play a position for you. Either you are going to be their blessing or you are going to be their lesson. You understand me? Because they going to learn from you regardless. You got to make sure that you playing your position, that you aligning your purpose, that you standing up for you, that you willing to stand up for you with you, no matter if motherfuckers is seen standing there or not. You got to make sure that you are able to use your discernment, because that's the only thing that those demons don't got. So if you need to know who is for you, go based upon your intuition and what your discernment is telling you. That's some shit that can't be duplicated. These demons don't have feelings and emotions. They can fake that shit. That's equivalent to these people crying and shit like, motherfucker, where the tears at? I ain't seen not one tear. You the motherfucking batted those eyes a few times and I ain't seen shit. They fuck around trying to add some spit, water, or whatever. Try to make their voice quiver. These motherfuckers know how to fake that shit, but they can't be that shit. That's why you have to see through that shit that they showing you. You laid up here with a demon, a demonic motherfucker, while your divine partner's out here doing certain calls in the sky for you. You out here with this motherfucker that, again, don't want to see you win. They want to see you trapped and bound to them. They want to sit there and project certain shit on you to make you feel like you can't trust other people, make you feel like you don't got other people trying to be on your team. They just try to show you them so you choose them each time. Whole time there's other people behind them in line waiting on your ass right now. You somebody else's prey. You better stop fucking with them people. Somebody right now is praying for somebody just like you. They done did all this work. They done made all these sacrifices. And when I say sacrifices, it ain't the same sacrifices that them hocus pocus motherfuckers is doing. We talk about sacrificing, being out in around motherfuckers by isolating to elevate, sacrificing being able to spend funds to invest in your dreams. Certain shit, sacrificing certain connections by walking away so you could choose yourself. You was making sacrifices, but not the same as those motherfuckers you was connected to. And you gonna see it. You understand me? They was out here under the moon trying to give up certain offerings. Whole time they don't know who the fuck they was offering to when they try to mention you. Whole time, and again, divine, let's put something in perspective. God created everything. Everything. Every and anything. God, right? The devil once was God's like right hand man, like his people, like we cool. You feel me? Like we cool. The devil got hot one day because everybody is, oh, thank you, God. Appreciate what you did. They dapping God up. Thank you, God. Yo, you really came through. Damn, yo, you see how God's shining and shit, how that aura is just around God. God's fresh as shit. God humble as a motherfucker though, right? Hear me out. God humble. God just sitting there like, yeah. They coming to God, hey, yo, can I hold something real quick? God's not even telling everybody like, yeah, I got you. Give them a little, you know what I'm saying? Give them bread here. Oh, God, yo, I had a little cold. I don't know what's going on with my house. God giving them recommendations like, yo, recommendations like, take this, da-da-da, you good. So now, God's right-hand man, which once was the devil, right? They was cool because the devil once was an angel too. So the devil start looking like, yo, why the fuck, when I'm with you, when I'm with God, these motherfuckers don't even acknowledge me. Whole time, the devil still had access to everything that God was providing to these people. But the devil start feeling a certain type of way like, oh, why the fuck these people ain't acknowledging me? They just acknowledging you. Why people, they always talking about God this, God that. Why they ain't never bring my name up? So the devil start doing some shiesty shit. Start talking to other angels. Some of them was like, man, if you don't go to fuck here, shun them off. But there was others that was feeling a certain type of way too. Like, yeah, you right. Yeah, you right. Devil persuading them that so-and-so thinks God thinks they better than us. Look how they move. Look how everybody keeps praising him. Look how everybody keeps thanking him. What the fuck? They feeling a certain type of way. So they went to other angels too. So what did those angels do but try to do some backwards, behind the scenes shit to God? And God already picked up on it. God already was like, I already know what they trying to do. Whole time again. Them motherfuckers tried some sideways shit. God let certain passes go when they was talking shit. Because that talk was just talking. He like, there's some other shit behind it that they was going through. I'm going to let that shit ride. Now, all of a sudden, the devil start doing some devious shit. Try to really take God out. So what did God do but send his ass down to earth? That was his playground. So God gave him a certain time period, like, listen, go ahead and do what you do. The devil sitting there yelling back to God like, man, I'm about to have all your people. They about to see the truth about you. They about to stop fucking with you, so on and so forth, right? So God like, all right, I hear you. Like, go ahead. I told you got a time limit. Better make it snappy, motherfucker. Like, let's see who you can get. God wasn't paying attention to that shit because, again, he put a piece of him in you. So, therefore, if you was listening to your intuition, you already would see through these people. You would know not to trust that shit. But, again, the devil has a way of deterring. So, certain people were deterred by certain desires, by certain promises of quick success. Less work, this, that, and the third. They didn't like certain rules and regulations that God had. God said, if you want to get it, you got to give it. So, therefore, they ain't like that shit. They like, you can just give it to me now, God. Like, why the fuck you making me work for this shit? They felt a certain type of way. So they got certain people to join the team. But I could tell you right now that contract's up. So therefore, y'all about to see a few things. See, we going to talk about it, right? God gave them a certain amount of time. Like, go ahead, do what you going to do. See, divine timing is not the same as real time as this 3D time. So you may feel and seen certain people winning for certain seasons. Certain people from your childhood that did certain shit to you. You may have seen them and felt like, okay, karma didn't catch up to them yet. I want you to realize that how the planets align right now, based upon how it's, again, the energy that even motherfuckers, I don't care if you started that black magic, lies, and manipulations yesterday. I don't care if you started it 2 years ago, 3 years, 6 years. This is a season where all that shit is ceased. All that shit stops. So those people, some people got a good run in. They started in the early 80s on some fuckery. So they was getting certain luxuries off this scam and shit that they was doing. There was other people that sabotaged, stopped other people, persuaded people, projected energy on people that had them stop themselves. Certain people that sabotaged or was successful in sacrificing certain individuals because they volunteered themselves, so on and so forth. But something that you got to realize, that shit is stopped now. It's the end of an evil era. That shit gets knocked down. So again, if you just started your evil shit last year or a few months ago, you still catching that blues like you started back when those other motherfuckers did. You catching that. You understand me? You are going to see things start happening in real time. Why you think that you keep starting to feel certain cold energies? Why you feel like you starting to see picked up spiritual energy around you? Because one, these demons was hiding in certain people, and now God's creating endings for these people and removing them from earth so they dying. Now those demons that was in them is trying to find somebody else or something to go to, because you have to remember energy, anything has energy, trees, flowers, animals, so on and so forth. So these demons are trying to find other ways to access or other homes. So why you think certain locations you see a mass shootings, mass killings, or in an area that a lot of things is happening there, is because those demons know that they time's up and they trying to find a host to buy time. That's why you can't be fucking around with people right now. That's why you can't be out and about with a lot of people. You just because you get that invite don't mean your ass needs to go. You got to trust your discernment. They trying to find another host. And guess what? If they access to another host, then what is God going to do but have them access another host and have those two work against each other and end each other? So therefore, guess what that does? It's still going to be the end of an evil era. But don't jeopardize your vessel to give access to these people. Now, you may have had certain partners that when they sleep, talk, or walk. Now, these are not the regular sleep, talk, or walkers. These are the individuals, when you wake them up, their eyes seem real black. They seem like they in a trance. You hear certain roars or growls in a sense. That's the demon. That's how you know that they allowed somebody or something to have access to them. They're the motherfuckers who their eyes are awake. You hear roaring. Their whole eye is black. And you looking like equivalent to when you see somebody drunk and when they drink, they get crazy or evil. And it's almost like they there, but they not there. You over here laughing at the motherfucker wake up and they just looking through you, eyes black and red, looking crazy. You laughing, not realizing that that's the demon looking at you. So that's why motherfuckers be killing people and then they don't recollect that shit. You understand me? And they trying to connect to you on some sexual transfer demonic shit. See, people think STDs is just STDs, but it's those demons too. That's what that D represents at times. And they all trying to host on you, so you're going to have to be cautious. You're going to have to keep your shit restricted. You think, again, them motherfuckers is possessed and they don't know it. They not the same them. They are now an empty shell filled with different demons that come through whenever they need access to certain people. So you have to see through that shit on a soul level. Because they'll jump in your pets. They'll jump in certain random animals. You start seeing people get mauled. You're going to start to see certain people, again, they out in the most simple place and crazy shit happens. They like, damn, I ain't even know so-and-so was like that. You're going to hear about local people and even them karmics that was doing black magic on certain partners. They going to meet their demise too. And guess what they ending is coming from? Those same people that they did those death and love magic spells on. There's certain karmics that they karma is those demons being stuck to those people as well as them too. So therefore, guess what? If you are of light and you know that you are aligned with your true divine partner, this person's not going to persuade you to do no fraud, no fuckery, no stealing, no deceit. They're not going to have you use your body for monetary gain. They're not going to have you participating in magic. They're not going to have you lying, so on and so forth. This person is really trying to encourage you to be a better version of you. Okay, that's your people. But those partners that's trauma bonding through toxicity, these individuals that, again, they are encouraging each other to do shit because they think that they can get away with it. These are karmics. And once you allow a karmic to persuade you to step away from you and do some foul shit that you know you're not supposed to do, but they persuading you, that means that they were successful in deterring you. That means the devil will have access. If you stop listening to God and start doing what them demons tell you to do, that means those demons have access to you. So that means, again, that they can be used against you. So that partner that did death magic or black magic on their partner that they partner up with to keep them bound to them, not realizing that those demons that they let in are bound to them too. So now you did love magic to keep them motherfucker to stay and never leave you, and them demons ain't leaving either, boo. You're all stuck. And now those demons get to take you out. So now a lot of these people, they partners are going to start killing them because they are connected to those demons. They bound themselves to them. They done. You got out though. You got out though. When you seen that person was still hurting you, lying to you, when you start seeing that what they was showing you didn't match up to what God was telling you and you got your ass from around those people, you was spared. You was saved. You are of light. You was operating again out of love and light. They was operating out of ego and spite. It is not the same. Them consequences coming and they done. There's certain individuals that was out here selling their souls, selling their seed souls too. Out here trying to manifest certain magic to pour in certain profits for their youth. You getting it too. And unfortunately, your seeds have to face those karma and consequences too, for being bred by a bullshit ass person like you. When you out here doing black magic and again knowing that it's going to come back on you and your seeds, or you sent some shit out hoping that it was going to affect somebody else and they family. Whole time that shit, again, energy can only be transferred or transformed. That shit goes back to you, because when you a chosen person, anything that something or somebody sends to you can't touch you because you elevated. So when they fling certain shit out thinking they going to be on a David and Goliath tip, whole time that shit that they sent up to you couldn't reach you, that shit comes back on them. Now everybody around them catching the blues too, and they don't know where that shit is coming from, because they was sending shit steady flicking shit up. They was doing shit so much. Lies here, stealing there, manipulation here, scamming here. They was doing and sending so much shit towards you. Now again, that shit, they flung it up because you elevated, so they got to fling up to try to reach you. They thought they had a little bit of win. Whole time that win worked against them. Whole time now everything they sent up you coming down on them. But again, they don't know where it's coming from. They just gonna have to keep running and getting hit with that shit until that shit finally flattens them. They about to be done. You gonna have to remember that shit. You don't match no energy. You tell your ancestors to handle that. Now I'm trying to tell you. Chosen ones, you chosen for a reason. Because you choose peace when you could really flex that power. You choose to sit back and listen to what God tells you to instead of you busting that move. Because I'm trying to tell you, when you finally get fed the fuck up and you tell your ancestors, listen, these motherfuckers keep sending shit to me. They keep trying me. And you really tell God and your ancestors that you want to end or put an ending to that shit. I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones, you have a whole different team behind you. That's why God has you be patient. That's why God tries to not get you to react. Because as soon as you speak up and tell your people to come, your ancestors is coming where your ass is at. And I'm trying to tell you, everybody's going to be done. Death and destruction. It ain't no, okay, calling it off. No. Your ancestors ain't going to stop till all them motherfuckers drop, because that's what they intended for you. That's it. So, soon as you call out to God, give God and your ancestors a go-ahead, because God allows your ancestors to come through, protect you, handle shit around you. So when you feel in certain spiritual realms and certain spiritual energy, or feel like somebody's around you, but it's like, nah, it's not, I don't feel threatened, but I just feel a presence. Yeah. Because it's one of two things. Your ancestors is right there around them. Now those people is looking mad as shit. That them demons is mad as shit, looking like, damn, I can't even get to them. So them demons is watching you as the ancestors is watching them. And now the demons have to adhere to you because you have power over them. Because I told you, if God created everything and God gave the devil a certain timeline on earth, that means dark and light has to listen to God, because that's where it comes from. So the dark was only to be used to put out other people who are just like them. So the darkness gets used because the darkness gravitates towards other darkness too. So when your light comes through, anything that isn't illuminated by your light is in that darkness. So therefore, that's how you pinpoint who else is dark too. See, you was used for different reasons. But those people, again, was conjuring up certain shit, not realizing that everything in the spiritual world has to adhere to you, especially because you chosen. When you chosen, that means God chose you as a general over these people. So therefore, guess what that means? When you chosen, you get to say what occurs for you. So if you say that evil shit is stopped, that shit is stopped. When you send that shit back to the sender, that shit gets sent back. And you only send it back by simply telling God, hey, anybody who has ill intentions for me, trying to sabotage me, trying to play in my energy, God, I want you to end them immediately. That's all you say. You don't be out here wishing shit. If God shows you some shit that's going to happen to those people, that's different from you manifesting it for them. Because God's going to tell you, hey, listen, at the end of this, some people about to be done. They about to get whacked. They about to be done. They about to be broke. They about to be broken. So and so. God's going to tell you everything. That's why God tells you to be patient. Be cool. Don't match their energy. Because I already showed you what's going to happen. That's why you was here to try to spare them from some shit that you already seen. See, we going to talk, right? I always come back to this, right? So everybody's kind of familiar with the Last Supper. Instead of saying Jesus, we're going to say God's name, right? So God's at the table, right? God already knows that these individuals around him, that there's certain motherfuckers that's trying to orchestrate against him. God already had the go ahead. Matter of fact, we're going to say you already had the go ahead. God already told you, like, listen, don't drink that punch. Don't drink that Henny. Don't drink that drink. Don't let that Casamigos go, motherfucker, because they on some shit. Don't eat that food that they preparing. You should have ate at your crib. God's telling you certain things, right? And you listen to it. God had you dressed a certain way. God told you to bring so-and-so or this such and such along with you. So you go to the dinner, right? Now, God already told you most of these motherfuckers don't fuck with you. Most of these motherfuckers are the individuals that's trying to stop you, sabotage you, but all their asses is in one room, right? I'm going to give them an opportunity to tell you the truth on everything that they intended for you. I want you to, at this table, I want you to tell them that what you trying to do. And when I say that, it's God wants you to tell them they have an opportunity to tell the truth about what they intended for you. Again, when God had you cross paths with them again. So now y'all sitting at this table, you looking at so-and-so like, damn, John ain't even looked me in the eye this whole time. Damn, Ty over there keep looking down, fiddling in his hands. Damn, so-and-so over there in the corner keep looking over like I can feel some shit ain't right. But you already knew what God told you the whole time. See, you already seen through that shit that they was showing you. But God told you to be quiet. God said, listen, I just need you to be here so I can get all they asses in the same room. And I'm going to end all these motherfuckers for trying to end you. It was a plan. Again, God had the dark go to the other dark so that, again, your light can illuminate all that shit and show who was working with who. So now you sitting at the table like, all right, cool. That's equivalent to you not going out to certain events, not eating a food. They try to offer you a drink. You like, nah, I'm good. They try to offer you a blunt. You like, nah, I'm cool. So on and so forth, whatever it is that you do. You knew to turn it down at that time. Them certain people made certain passes on you. You like, no thank you. You knew. Because God said again, you see what they trying to do to you. And now you just looking in real time like, man, y'all motherfuckers pathetic. Like, I thought that y'all, you know what I'm saying? I thought that you was better than that. Whole time you was a op. Whole time you was trying to plot. Whole time you thought that you was going to stop me. Whole time you was the one sending the shit, then looking at me to see if that shit has stuck. Oh, you one of the outside. I got you. So again, you looking, and some parts of you want to speak out like, motherfucker, I know what y'all motherfuckers came to do, but guys like, be quiet, because they trying to call other people to the party too. We about to take all these motherfuckers out at the same time. So he had you sitting here at this table in a sense. These are certain friendships and connections that you was in. Certain people that you seen through the shit that they was showing you. But again, you was allowing them to try do what they was doing, I guess, right? God had you come in the room. They knew that you was going to be there. They didn't call all these people to come through to try to set you up whole time. None of them motherfuckers was going to walk away. They wasn't beware or aware that they should have beware. So now God's like, hey, yo, listen, I need you to walk away from the room. Like, go walk out real quick. Act like you going outside for a second. As soon as you step out, God drops a bomb on that house. All that shit's cleared. See, God had you into the room and knew that other people was going to see your light illuminating. So he knew that that light was going to let the darkness know where your ass was located. So at times, God had you cover that shit up, keep it closed. But at one time, God finally told you to stand up and show these people who the fuck you are. Be confident, speak up. Pursue certain partners, pursue certain opportunities, really trust your discernment and listen to me. See, God told you, hey, yo, get up from the table real quick and walk outside. Those people seen you and they was amongst each other whispering like, yeah, as soon as so-and-so step back in, we about to get their ass. As soon as they walk back in, the whole time we about to get them out of there. Whole time they ain't even realize that God had you walk out and you wasn't walking back in. So they thought these same people that tried to plot and plan against you, when they seen you walk away or walk out the room, they thought that when you re-enter that they would have an opportunity to attack you. Whole time God took your ass from the party. Ain't no coming back. Because there ain't even shit to come back to. You are now a figment of the imagination. Because they didn't have access to you. So anybody who try to end you has made it to their own ending. This party that they was promoting, where they thought that you was going to be the sacrifice, now they starting to see that they was sacrificed, that they was seeing their own demise, that they was so caught on you that they didn't realize that God was showing them what he intended to do to those people for trying you. They fucked up. When you walked out that building, you kept on walking. Wasn't no coming back. And now those individuals are starting to realize that that same building that they thought that they was going to end you at is the same building that they now trapped in. Ain't no coming back. They stuck. They bound. It's a wrap. They dead now. I'm trying to tell you, stop arguing with these people. They dead already, and you about to see. Because right now, listen. Divine timing is not the same as 3D time. These motherfuckers felt like they still had an opportunity to win when the ending has already occurred. Ending's already here. They thought that they had time, whole time, back when they did evil shit to you at first and you ain't realized who it was coming from. When they was sending magic to you. When they was stealing shit from you. When they was taking money from you. When they was doing all this evil shit, manipulating you in one way, shape, or form, right? See, they didn't realize that when they had that first opportunity, that was their last. See, they would have had to know you when you was a baby in order to end you, because you lifetimes ahead of these motherfuckers. Matter of fact, even if they knew you as a baby and try to end you, they couldn't end you because they would have had to know you lifetimes ago. The shit that they try to conjure up now, it's never going to work. They did already. And I don't even like talking about death like that. But they did. And I'm going to keep saying it because God keeps showing it. And I'm trying to tell you, these people, you're going to see them physically die. And half of them, their mind is already physically fried. So therefore, they stuck in that hell that they intended for you. So when people feel like, okay, karma's not going to come until they die. Or they can't go to hell until they die. Oh, you thought? God can remove you from your vessel at any point in time without even having to remove your vessel. So with that being said, God can make you in hell because hell is a peace of mind. He can have everything that you look around, you going to see demons. God can have it that everything that you look around, you see death and destruction. God is going to see you have endings all around you just based upon the fact that you try to intend that for other people. See, they going to have hell before they get to hell. And they thinking that, oh, while I'm still on earth, while you still here, you're going to be in hell. And when you leave here, you're going to be in hell. Because you had an opportunity to repent and you try to go against God himself. So you got some shit coming to you. Ain't no escape. So even if they try to take themselves out, they not taking themselves out of that hell. They just going to get there faster. So now they fucked up because if they continue to live, they continue to die. But if they die, they going instantly to hell. So it's like they going to have a slow process. You understand me? Ain't no coming back. So they stuck, literally stuck in the shells that they tried to use to stop you, to sacrifice you. There's no escaping. Even if they try to end themselves, they can't end that cycle they connected to. When they wake back up, they waking up in hell. That shit's not getting removed. That sticks in them. It's on their soul. So no matter what vessel they get, they going to get scanned and they going to see, oh, that's the demon. So when they say the mark of the beast, that mark of the beast is something that God places into those people. And you going to see it if you're using your discernment. That's some shit that can't get shook. Mark of the beast is not always plants or little chips. Because the beast itself of these motherfuckers who's trying to do that shit. So the mark of the beast is the person with that mind frame. You thinking it's going to be a specific mark. That mark is on their morals. That's that motherfucking mark of the beast. Is they morals was getting pushed away for monetary gain. That's the motherfucking beast. They don't got no souls. They can't feel shit. They zombies. They trying to eat off of you. Eat off your energy. And these motherfuckers is eating people too. Because certain hocus pocus shit that they doing got them drinking blood. Swapping shit. Swapping certain demons that them motherfuckers is going to be stuck with. All trying to stop you. But again, as we say what they say for the law of conservation, energy can't be destroyed. They couldn't destroy you. Now they have to see. They try to befriend you to betray you. Seen they couldn't beat you. Try to become you. Blew a fuse trying to do it like you. Now trying to come back to get some light from you to escape the darkness that they had intended for you. Now they getting the Heisman put on their ass by your people. Now they couldn't even get to you. They trying to call out and motherfuckers, we switched radio stations. That sad ass song ain't coming through. Fuck these people. I'm trying to tell you. Don't let them have no power over you. Now what you gonna have to do is shake those cycles. Cause now you scared to love on people. Now as soon as somebody shows you some love, you think it's some bad shit behind it. Cause those people you was connected to, shake your ass from that cycle. You understand me? Don't let those people make you put yourself through the same shit that they put you through by repeating that shit. No. Know that you can be loved correctly. You show people you loving yourself. You set the motherfucking boundaries. Because again, in order to before they get to know you, they observe you. So therefore, again, you have to show them how to love you, treat you, honor you based upon the people that you have surrounding you and how they carrying you as well as how you carrying you too. Make sure you ain't settling. Don't be doing no dumb shit. Love. You out here scared thinking that somebody trying to love you is a red flag. Motherfucker, what? How does that work? Somebody trying to really love you and show you. They expressing it to you. They making certain moves for you. And again, they was making these moves before they even found you because they had to make moves to go forward towards you. So again, it's like, you got to realize that there's somebody who went through certain shit that you went through too. And they went through certain fake partners that was trying to imitate you. So now they may be a little skeptical or a little scared because they had a false twin trying to put on a persona or facade and imitate you. So now they cross paths with you like, damn, this shit feels right. But I'm scared because the previous person tried to act, walk, talking, dressed like this too. So now they scared, or you scared, because this person is presenting themselves, but you scared because your past tried to present themselves like this too. But the difference is what's internally, and you can feel that shit intuitively. So you have to learn to trust you. Know that people are going to want you to be by yourself. You don't want them, they want you by yourself. You chose you, they don't want you to choose no other people. You don't want to share certain successes with you. They want to stop those successes from coming through. They want to keep you in your fears. You was molested, disrespected, hurt, so on and so forth as a child. They going to try to put that projection on you, so you scared to be away from your child. So therefore, you take on more work for your children based upon the fact that you scared to have other people have access to them. Because you scared that what you went through was going to happen to them, not realizing that you already broke that cycle by disconnecting from those family members that did certain shit to you, certain fucked up people. You spoke your truths, so now you no longer connected to that cycle that used to be connected to you, so your kids will never go through that same shit that you did. You understand me? You scared. You teach your children their discernment, their intuition. You trust that. You know that if something don't feel right, it ain't right. So therefore, guess what? The wrong will never get to you. You scared And you staying stuck in that cycle and creating a new cycle for you because you speaking that shit on you when you walked away from that cycle, when you walked away from them sorry ass people. Stop being scared. They are scared, having you scared leave your house from your children or this person, that person. You scared to step out. They are trying to stop you. They can't stop you, so they try to use you against you to stop yourself. Fuck them people. I know you scared. Keep going. Pray over you, your divine partner, before you even align with them, your children, your pets, your household, your energy. Say your affirmations together as a family, all of that. Because when you got spiritual hands and you get that training to your kids, they got them hands too. Nothing that comes close to them can touch them. You understand me? But you keep creating that cycle for you or trying to reconnect that cycle to you. That shit will never happen to them. Because you not your mother, you not your father, you not your sister, you not your brother, you not the motherfuckers who seen something and didn't speak on shit. That motherfuckers who didn't trust what God was telling them. No, you not them. So therefore, everything's going to move on behalf of you. You chosen. You protected. Don't be scared. I promise you. I promise you. This love, don't be out here looking for a partner that can provide profit because you scared because your previous partner didn't have shit, wasn't about shit. So now you like, damn, if I was dealing with that person who didn't provide me peace and they didn't provide me profit, I might as well get some profit out this shit now. No. Stick to your morals. You say you want real love. Stick to real love. Your true divine partner may not have all that money when they align with you, but you got the piece of their puzzle and they got that piece for you too. So when y'all come together, that abundance comes through too. You have a plan. It's a way of mind. A motherfucker can have money, but not know what to do with it, and it can lose it all. A motherfucker can be smart and intelligent, but lack common sense. So therefore, guess what? A motherfucker who you see can look the part, but not really know how to play that part. That shit was passed on to them. But when they get into some shit, they don't know how to win. See, you went through certain things. You was around parents. You know how you like, damn, I can't get a second of peace. I go to the bathroom. I got my children knocking on the door. I go here. They calling out for my name. It just feels like a damn, I can't find my peace. Don't you know that's training purposes for you? Because one, you showing people how to carry you. So you not setting no boundaries for yourself. They don't got no boundaries with you either. Not only that, this is training purposes because you got to be able to provide your own peace when you in a room of chaos. You got to be able to contain your thoughts, your mind, your energy, no matter what motherfuckers around you is doing. Because again, when you chosen and you light, of course, when you look around, you're going to see nothing but darkness because you the fucking light. You the source. So you make sure that, again, you using your intuition, that you using your discernment, that you seeing through that shit that they showing you, that you staying solid, that you also are giving yourself credit because you don't need a partner to provide no profit when your ass can provide profit for you too. You are the answer. They just gonna provide that love that you were seeking, that in positive words. It's just the fact that, again, you have everything that you need to have. God just now is going to align you with somebody so you can go through certain shit with somebody who's similar to you, who's going to love you, protect you, honor you, so on and so forth. You done did that shit alone. You done did that shit by yourself. You done got it by yourself. You done showed that you had the ability to do or that you was willing to stand by yourself. If nobody was standing with you, you done proved your point. Now let God bring somebody else in that's going to provide you something too. Peace. Add to your peace. They ain't providing it. They adding. Add to your profit. Add to ideas. Now listen, fellas, you're going to have to realize, and listen, ladies too, right? So God, right, is a masculine energy. But hear me out. God gives the power to the feminine energies. So, literally, God will give you certain things if you do right by people you cross paths to. Now, men, you are a gift as well. But I want you to realize, fellas, as well as ladies, the women typically had the vision. Now, the masculines have insight too, but they got enough insight to know that they supposed to align with you and trust the vision that God provides you. And you provide that vision, and guess what they do? They create those worlds for you. It's all about balance. But you have to be able to balance both sides, because again, a masculine can't connect or talk to a feminine or masculine. He has to be able to be in tune with his communication, his feelings, so on and so forth. Because again, if you're not in tune with your feelings, you're not going to feel what God's telling you, because your feelings is in tune with your intuition. That's the main key to it. You understand? So you calling yourself being all tough, trying to stay away from your feelings, and you not realizing that that's allowing the devils to win over you, because they try to deter you from using your intuition. Because if you use your intuition, you're going to see through that shit that they showing you. So do not get tricked. Don't sit there and act like you got to be all tough. No. You got to feel shit so you can feel shit. You understand me? You try to act all tough, that shit's not going to get you nowhere. You're not going to be successful, I promise you. God's going to continue to make you work so hard for certain shit, and when you come back home, you still not going to be happy. Feminine energies. That's beautiful that you have the ability to provide for you, because you have to provide for you first before you expect somebody else to do that. However, you going to have to know how to talk and communicate too. You out here in your divine masculine energy trying to compete in a sense for that leader position, when again you already know you a leader because you led yourself or allowed God to lead you to this person that you're supposed to be aligned to. So therefore it's like you had to know that you had to be able to allow somebody else to play a position. If they are willing to put they ego or power aside and allow you to provide them that insight that they are going to do, you have to allow them to do the shit. You can't be out here, oh, can you do this? And because they didn't do it in your divine time or in your timing, now you doing it yourself. You unbalancing shit. Because now guess what? God's going to be like, well, damn, if you still wanted to do it all, then you're going to be by your motherfucking self. And I'm going to give this person to somebody else who wants to do that even balance. You have to be both sides. You have to. But your feelings is your superpower. Don't tell them to have them people tell you not to use it. You being stuck in your emotions and emotional is different than you having feelings. You being emotional or stuck in your emotions, that means that again you're allowing something to have a balance over you. You're not balanced. That means you all over the place. But if you have your feelings, then you know that you're able to decipher, like, okay, I'm not going to feel a certain type of way. They did that based upon what they went through. That's cool. But I'm going to choose to walk away from this person, or I feel I deserve better. That's cool. Feelings is good. Emotions and being emotional and not having that shit regulated is the issue. Feelings is not. You mad? You talking about I can't express myself because these motherfuckers is just going to tell all my business. That's because you ain't used your intuition and know that those motherfuckers you was around, you couldn't have trust. You didn't trust that intuition that was telling you that those people was not to be trusted. So, now you feel a certain type of way. Okay, you got your feelings hurt. They brought up some shit that you told them. Oh, okay. What's next? Go to your new true divine boo who's going to hear what you're saying or even know these things about you before you have to even open your mouth. They're going to understand you. You're not going to run into that problem. You're going to see how far you're going to go. But you have to have a balance of divine feminine and divine masculine. You cannot do something without the other. You understand me? Get that. You got this. I promise you. But be confident and see through these people the shit that they show and see on a soul level. You understand me? But listen, I got to get up off here because I do have some readings to do. Please remember, do not let these people scam you. I only have one TikTok, one Instagram, and one YouTube, and it's linked to the link in my bio. If you click on the link in my bio and it does not pull up to my page, that is not me, baby. Report that shit because they trying to scam you. Also, I'll never reach out to you for a reading. You can only book your personal prophetic reading through the link in my bio. And again, I'm not going to reach out to you. You have to book it yourself because you got to be ready to receive that information. I'm going to talk to you just like I'm talking to you on here. I'm not sugarcoating shit. You understand me? I'm not about to lie to you. I'm going to tell you what I see pertaining to if it's your past, your present, or your future. But again, you have to know you in order to know what confirmations is truly coming through for you and how it applies to you. You understand? And again, certain things you're going to see at a later date. So I recorded for you. So therefore, again, you can always go back and reference it. Certain things may not always make sense at the time. And then as time progresses, you see through that shit. So again, my readings, based upon the one you select, going to come with a recorded message. You're going to hear me, be able to replay, all that. But listen, I'm going to upload this live a little later on my YouTube. Please turn your notifications on. All right, so you don't miss it. But again, please follow the right pages. And y'all going to have to go over Instagram too, because we got to get them followers up so people know the true page. You understand me? But I love you so, so much. I'm so, so happy for you. Let's do a affirmations real quick. Let's do affirmations real quick before y'all go. All right? Got my singing bowl, as you see. And repeat after me. I am divinely protected. I am divinely respected. I am in control of my energy. I am in control of my destiny. I co-create with the Creator. I am surrounded by abundance. I am surrounded by love. I am surrounded by light. I am guided by God. My gifts are guarded by God. I am chosen. All right. I love y'all so much. I love you. I love you. Continue to be great. Again, thank you so much for all y'all's likes, all y'all's love, all y'all's kind words, all your encouragement. You understand me? All your follows, all your subscriptions. I appreciate you. All your donations. You understand me? Y'all doing all of this just allows me to continue to go out and help other people. I appreciate you. I love you. Y'all continue to be great, all right? I love you. Be great.